if you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh my god. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doki Literature Club. Now, I don't know nothing about this. I think Berlin played this, but I never watched him play it. But my brother told me to I should play this game, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Before we get started, you gotta make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and also hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video or a live stream. I just want to say the channel has been slow, but I see the increase and it's steady. So since it's still steady, I'm gonna still try to continue to put out content. I'm sorry for the lapse of content, but you know, life happens. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Cooking Companions had the same type of vibe. It was nice, so I hope. Tango. They're gonna be calling me by my name in here. Oh my god. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Shit, that was me. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tango. Ooh. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tango, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I am really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Shit, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yes, I guess I'll promise you. Yay! Why the hell do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess I'm seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Alright, she care about me. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me like it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way in freak I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president. Oh, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first person to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I ain't tell your ass that. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let her alone. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. I don't want to go to no damn literature club. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Jesus. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Tango, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club isn't full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back toward the other girls. Okay, so this is the game Berlin played. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. I can't keep up with their voice. It's not that many female voices I can do, so they're all gonna have the same voice. I'm sorry. That's right. It's great to see you again, Tango. It's good to see you too. Monica smiled sweetly. Don't smile at me. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely makes me feel a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Tango. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been winded, so I need to get back in school. It's been widened so that there's no space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluff cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with ice and then little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sawyer grabs one first and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sawyer talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki gets quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This shit is really good. Thank you. Oh shit, thank you, Natsuki. Oh, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dumbass. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Why the fuck do I keep messing up the voices? I do this damn voice for my name. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, damn, y'all hear my phone vibrating? Damn. Hold on, y'all. Freak. Alright. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Excuse me. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing but the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encouraged others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals and that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Tango, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. Damn straight. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants me to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world and equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how the writer could deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Damn. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh shit. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri?
Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Yuri. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
That is, Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we will meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tango?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining this club. Like, what are y'all talking about? Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. Like, y'all, man, I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought Tango.
I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
I'm so happy.
Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official.
Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone's remember tonight assignment.
Damn.
Write a poem and bring write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica, hold on. Monica looks over at me once.
Tango, I look forward to seeing how you've express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Tango, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Saori and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed at the school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls: Saori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, so it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Whoa! Alright, cool. Let's see. We're gonna do Dazzle. We're gonna do Nightgown. Yeah. Passion. I'm trying to go for, a little. Let's do romance. Let's do. Now she did like horror, so I'm gonna throw horror in there. Yeah, she liked that. Why is death on there? If she jump at death, then why did you jump at death? Let's go with pink. That's Natsuki. Okay, so Natsuki, Monica, and Yuri. Let's see. We're gonna go with music, love. We're gonna go with sugar. We're gonna go with silly. That's gonna be me right there. Yuri's gonna be me. Let's see. Let's do Precious. That's her. Yes, ma'am. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Eternity, nature, embrace. Bed, suicide. Smile. Let's do the name of the game. Doki Doki. What is that? Games, play, climax. The grown one, vibrant, and let's do fun. Yuri's gonna be so fucked up about me. Wait, that wasn't even Monica? I am tripping.
Hi, Tango. Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. That's Yuri. I'm fucking up the names already. Okay, Yuri. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tango. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki,
you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
That's why she did her eyes. She read you read Dragon Ball? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Tango always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without any even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Tango can become good friends too.
I'm trying. I'm gonna try. Sorry. As usual, Sarah seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh no, you even brought you something today, you know.
Wait. Me?
Not really.
And
don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it. If you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches in the bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it.
This is How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like. Excuse me, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. What book is it? I want to see it. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off the scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm not feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things to speak their creative minds. What's this?
Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the events itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her useful self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get me on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't your napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have the less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it.
Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here.
Oh.
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe out the stain with my finger.
But nobody would even notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? What do you think? Why don't you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later.
Yeah, button that shirt up, whore.
What the hell? I starting to button her blazer from the bottom. Whoa. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
Look at her feet. The bitch is flat-footed. What is?
I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You made me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Ooh.
If you ever buttoned it,
you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh my god. This is the game it's gonna be? For sure. Let's get it. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy.
It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Yo, chill. Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say...
I'm sorry.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez.
Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Tango, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, do you remember to write your poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright. So, we're gonna go to Yuri, because Yuri's the older one. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that got into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by experience, by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now, Suki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. How the hell am I supposed to read this damn cursive? The tendons of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the what of time? The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calmly breathing air. Okay. I'm sorry, your poem is ass. You do. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. You damn right it did. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tango.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts and feelings and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story and paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place for comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't go long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm actually gonna end it. And there you have it. That is part 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, it's a good, my reading can be a little better. So I'm gonna try to get better at the reading part. The game seems like it's gonna pick up. These kids are kids. And they talking kind of crazy. But yeah. I just want to say thank you again. I see that my channel is slowly but steadily growing. I'm gaining at least 1 sub a day. So I'm gonna continue to try to be, consistent with the videos and continue, push it out. If you guys like the video, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and also hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video or a live stream. It is raining, so I'm gonna play another game, record another game. You guys are gonna enjoy this one. But I love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.